I wanted to share a conversation that I had with Chat GPT, and I asked a question. I said, Chat, based on everything that we've talked about, can we sit down tonight and strip down precisely how I'm standing in my own way of success? I see a great big open door outside for me to be successful. And in my head, I'm thinking of content creation, just so we're clear. I see a great big open door outside for me to be successful, make money, get deposits on a daily basis, and not have to wait for payday. But there's something holding me back. Multiple things holding me back, not just one thing. Can we sit down and strip that down, have a session that's brutally honest, a session where, it may make me a little emotional, but based on what you know about me, what's holding me back from making $1 million this year? Now, you may be thinking that escalated quickly, but why cap yourself? The sky's the limit, right? So anyway, Chat came back and said, all right, you asked for brutal honesty, no fluff, no comfort padding. Let's strip it down. You don't have a money problem. You don't even have a time problem. You don't have a talent problem. You have an identity bottleneck and an energy leak problem. Interesting. Now let's dissect it. Now I'm going to go through the bullet points one by one without going into detail. But it says, number one, you still operate like a high performing employee, not an owner. Number two, you are addicted to intensity. Number three, you fear fully committing to one bet. This is very true. Number four, you're still seeking the perfect timing window. Number five, your self-concept is capped. Number six, the real block, scattered leverage. Now in this one, it says you have discipline. You have insight, story, physical stamina, intellectual curiosity, equity, a private creative room, a predictable schedule. That is not scarcity. That is under-leveraged abundance. The blockage is not external. It's this. You are spreading your ambition across too many lanes and not concentrating force. A magnifying glass only burns when the beam is focused. And that is very hard to argue with. When I think about me getting online and possibly selling products, sharing my intellectual property, there's a part of me that's still seeking permission from some outside force somewhere in the cosmos that's going to allow me to show up and make that offer. But at the end of the day, that's not how this works. And while I'm sitting here brainstorming and thinking about different things, I've got all these scattered pieces of potential content just sitting around. And that's something that, here in the very near future, I'm going to begin to let it go. I'm going to fire it off into the universe and see what happens. But I want to know from you all, do you think that I'm crazy for asking ChatGPT for ways that I can go from zero to $1 million in 10 months? Or do you also allow your mind to cross those types of barriers? I'd like to know, because at the end of the day, I'm not necessarily interested in associating with people who allow themselves to be boxed in all the time. Things may not manifest physically, but at least we can allow our minds to go wherever we want them to go. And if you won't allow that to happen, it's one of those situations where you and I don't have very much in common. But if you do, I'd like to hear what you think about this conversation and this prompt that I posed to ChatGPT, and to see if maybe you have posed a similar question and what your responses were. Anyway, that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.